lubbers, it be us, the RPGeeks and guests, coming at you live with another episode of Pirates! Exclamation mark! Yar!
Yar.
Indeed.
Huzzah.
We are all in happy piratical moods. But I do we feel obliged to, and I'm hoping not breaking this news to anyone. But Tim Curry died.
I'm sad.
And what like the Muppets Treasure Island is just here in my heart. I hear he's done other stuff, but
Stop.
Yeah. What? Sorry. I know. I think it is worth mentioning and dedicating a final episode.
Heck yeah.
And also Dolly Parton.
And Bonnie Tyler.
Not very piratically related.
But they're two. I just think that's a bit unfair to do Dolly Parton and Tim Curry in like the span of 24 hours.
Yeah.
I think that's actually quite rude of death. So
yeah.
Maybe they had the same bus. Maybe they're hanging out, you know?
Oh, I hope so. That'd be nice.
But nonetheless, we shall persevere onwards with piratical tomfoolery. And we will start, as usual, with some introductions, because you might have forgotten who we are since last time.
You have
Remember it. Melvin Family, she, her, and I will be jamming today, and it will be great. I'm not scared. Ha ha ha. Fiona?
Oh, hello, Aya. My name's Fiona, she, her, and I am playing, of course, the one and only Captain Montague Shoot, aka Monty, your piratical boyfriend that you wish you had. You got a poster of him on your bedroom. I bet you have.
Captain
If you don't, you do now. So better look. I'll hand it over to the wonderful Emily.
Hello, I'm Emily. I use she, her pronouns, as does Marnie, my character. Marnie is your friend, probably, unless you tried to kill her.
Not at all. Pointed. Good.
Grace, your turn.
Starting with this energy, are we? Okay. Hello, I'm Grace. I'm probably your friend. I use they, them pronouns, and I'm playing Malt, who uses he, they pronouns. Malt, the first mate of the Scrimshaw Princess and the erstwhile captain of the of the Fog. And maybe I have done some bad things.
You're fine.
Maybe.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, everyone. It's fine.
About it. It's
Malt says it's fine.
No, Grace says it's fine.
Grace says it's
Malt
fine.
does not think it's fine. We've done a whole stream about how Malt doesn't think that it's fine. And at this moment, I will pass on to Kat.
Yeah.
Oh, that's me. Hey, everyone. I'm Kat. I use she, they pronouns, and I will be playing Reed, who is still Reed, uses any pronouns, thinks absolutely that we can get through this with the power of friendship. Right, guys? Right?
Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh,
Friends,
no.
Right?
Yes.
Power
Oh.
of friendship, right?
Yes.
That's what we're going for.
Yeah. We're fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy.
And with that,
boy.
boy. Oh no, I need to do a summary. Oh, I'm not prepared.
Oh boy.
Last time I prepared and it was sensible. This time I've not prepared and it's not sensible.
5 only. Let's go.
Last episode, there was a big dramatic storm. The crew were a bit like, this captain sucks. And as if to prove their point, they all immediately got kidnapped.
Hang on, that's not my fault.
That's pretty much how it went down, yeah. As if to prove a point.
Point. Yeah,
It's
all
like,
right.
you know
We
what?
surrender.
Fuck it. Yeah.
Actually, you know what? No, we surrender.
I'm out, gang.
I'd
This is
rather
a very
surrender
condensed
than be
summary.
on your team. Yeah.
Certain reputations may not survive this summary terribly intact.
Still definitely.
Could be anyone's.
Yeah.
Monty's, right? It's
Um,
Monty.
That while being boarded and taken over, Marnie told everyone, some people, to grab a mask, try and blend in. Freaking genius. Did not see that coming. Loved that. Reed was like, okay, maybe I should just go do some reading.
I did
Yeah,
try to read. I really did.
Desperate, frenzied reading, guys. I didn't walk into my cabin like, let me just sit down,
Let me pick up a
grab a
book.
cup
Yes,
of
that.
tea,
Yeah, what they
make-
said. Oh dear, it's not going well. Malt was about to go when they saw that the eye was sort of closing on Marnie and looking terribly interested. Marnie was like, "Hey, would you like this map case? This is definitely it. I've got this. I'm one of you." Rolled terribly on a hoodwinking. The eye did not seem
Sure did.
convinced, and so Malt threw themselves in front of the eye and
Bravely and heroically sacrificed
Sure,
themselves
Mhm,
for
Yeah.
Marnie,
mhm, mhm.
lovingly.
Yeah, at that point, pretty chill with it.
Yeah.
basically they didn't do anything. I'm the one to yes. Mysterious.
Don't worry about it.
It didn't it was it sort of seemed to work in that the eye was like, Marnie, you're great, love you. And Marnie was like, oh what shit, oh god, you know who I am. And everyone else got arrested and imprisoned except for Marnie, who's now one of the boys.
I am one of the boys. One of the boys.
Does someone else want to pick up the
Yeah, for sure. So obviously, we did forget the most important part was that Monty was getting ready for his bachelor party.
Oh,
He
God.
continued to think it was a bachelor party until some hard truths were discovered in a confrontation by Reed, no less.
Oh God, Cat, that was so good. Oh,
Yeah,
Uh,
did lose their temper.
but before the captain could process this, we've discovered a new thing, which Marnie and Malt came together and confronted each other, essentially, because turns out they knew each other from before.
Dun, dun, dun.
With Marnie
There
taking the
was-
rap for it. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
there was also notably a moment during the confrontation between Reed and Monty where Malt pointed out that a great deal of their hurt around your proposal to the Captain Guyan was that they had maybe had some feelings about that, about the position of someone who was Monty's partner.
So as you can see, everything's fine.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
It's all fine.
And
We're all
Monty
fine.
had gone to talk to the captain. Have we said that?
Oh yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
To pitch a sort of regressed
Yes,
spirit
yes.
plan, wherein he channels the soul of the pirate Garm ? Who buried the treasure, so that he can enter the mind ship. I think it was of the Captain Garm, who he's read so many books about.
Right, absolutely. Captain,
just,
I believe their name, I have it down here because I have to ask for it. Gotcha Garm. Captain Gotcha Garm. And yeah, Monty has read every single story about that. And of course, therefore, I can become this person. I don't know, it's like the Sherlock Holmes, like I will be, this is my design from, I think it's Hannibal. Will Grace.
Said that. Yeah.
Yeah.
The famous Sherlock Holmes Hannibal quote.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
And now we've reached the island of all places.
Oh yeah.
Indeed, you have reached
yeah.
the island that doesn't exist on any maps.
Mhm.
And with that, we shall splash slowly into episode 4 of Pirates. You hear the eye's voice, and as they speak, everyone falls silent. We are the fortunate. To be here in this time, at this place, it is an honor afforded to so few. Our guests perhaps don't realize how grateful they ought to be, that they will. For the fortune afforded us is the final storm. It is coming to rise up and envelop the whole world with its power and destruction. And our fortune, our fate, is not to merely wait and embrace it. We are here to bring it forth. The artifact that we seek in this forgotten place will summon the storm. It will summon chaos. And we shall be saved. Safe in the eye. Bringers of a new world. Together as one, ready for our divine purpose. We are so fortunate. Let us prepare to make our final sacrifice to the depths and fulfill our destiny and find our fortune. All of you hear this, except one. Reed. You were alone in the room below decks of the ship where you were taken. You've been there alone for some time, since Malt was next removed. But now they come for you as well. You are brought up onto the deck. You see the island, and that's where you're going. A small rowboat with a few members of the Fog, all anonymous, masked, white clothes to varying degrees of dirtiness. And you're taken over closer and closer to a gorgeous beach, a wide bay with white sand, palm trees. You see at the edge of the beach where the trees begin, you see a sort of base camp being set up. You're at the foot of some hills here, leading you further into the island. And there are people milling around, mingling. And you see Malt. Malt is big and noticeable. They are chained and guarded. You see Monty being noticeable for different reasons, talking animatedly to the figure with the single missing sleeve. And after a while, I think you do see Marnie. But she blends in. She's got her mask. She is at work with the rest of the crew. Before or as Reed approaches you all, I'd like you to tell me what Reed can see in you, what they read from you in this moment. Starting with Malt.
I don't know that we've seen a sort of like lower Malt than this. I think even in the very first episode, at the sort of the flashback to before meeting Monty, this is the sort of the bare skeleton of Malt with every sort of construction that they use to defend themselves from the things that they cannot stand about themselves stripped away. They failed to keep the ship safe. They failed to keep the crew safe. Failed to keep the captain safe. The captain has proposed to some random fucking lady. Marnie has confronted Malt with the things about them that they are the most ashamed of and that they find the most painful about themselves. And you can sort of see that they're like bound and chained, but I don't know that they would be doing anything different if they weren't. It isn't the weight of the chains that is keeping Malt down at the moment. Yeah.
Thank you. Marnie, there's work to be done. You are all preparing for an expedition. What does Reed see?
I think you see, Marnie is helping, but she's sort of helping in Marnie's way. So she's picking up a lot of dirt and throwing it into the wind and looking at it and trying to get people to notice the direction it's going. She's pointing at various rocks and like tapping on people's shoulders and being like, "Have you seen this rock?" And being quite annoyed when maybe they're not paying attention. It's not that she's not doing what she's meant to be doing, but she does seem to be being rather distracting, which I guess kind of makes sense for Marnie. But you get the sense that maybe she's not, her heart maybe fully isn't in exactly what is going on. Mm-hmm. Oh, look, have you seen this tree? It's got a funny leaf. He's not listening. He doesn't listen. Just to a random person next to me. You could look though, look, and fade away.
And Monty.
Leave the best end till last. I understand. Yes. I think Monty is sort of wittering away to anyone that takes a moment to pause in their very busy activity. And if they accidentally talk for him too long, they are sort of rooted to spot, because Monty has engaged in his favorite pastime of small talk. He is talking to them and asking questions like, if your role on the ship was a cocktail, what would it be? And I'm like, well, mine would be like a Blackbeard brew. You heard of that? Oh, so many rums, so many places. If you were a sandwich, what kind of sandwich would you be? And that is it. He's just like going any questions just to capture people who I would say, pretty pain in mind, maybe don't even answer. Maybe they say like ham. He goes, ham, a classic. Yes, I'm more of a cheese and pickle kind of guy myself. And just going through those sort of different questions. I don't think Reed has ever seen Monty more at work than in this moment, talking to everyone, but like being almost like the belle at a ball. He's in his element.
As you are brought closer, Reed, you are sort of essentially pushed right into the orbit of the eye and Monty, and you see a sort of rickety fold-out table that has been brought here up the beach. And on the table is a map. It is a pale imitation. It is a crude copy. And as you see the sort of few lines that have been roughly drawn, you, Reed, see the flash of the other lines, the lines that were only visible from a certain angle, the lines that only appeared when coffee was spilt on the map. You see it all beautifully laid out in front of you on this raggedy piece of paper, on this poor, crude copy. You see all of the little annotations, all of the little notes, all of the things that are missing from this, and you can hear in your mind, you hear like spoken aloud, the strange words, the sort of translations that you never quite managed to pin down, but you can still hear them talking at you, calling at you. It's filling your brain and calling out to you in these ancient lost tongues. Monty, as Reed approaches, you've been talking to the eye. What do you think Monty is currently confidently telling the eye, confidently and wrongly telling the eye about what this map means?
Absolutely. I'm sort of stood there and it goes, fascinating. So you are more of a peanut butter kind of person. Well, can't account for taste, but as I was saying, the map itself, as you can see, there's all these little squiggles on it. I mean, I wouldn't look too hard. You might fall into it. That's what I tend to do with these squiggles. But you can see elevation, right? And points to like a squiggle here. It's like this indicates like the top of a mountain, so high. But it's, you know, if you look around, where is said mountain? It is not here. And I think what he's indicating is that it's a trench instead. Like the levels on it aren't necessarily the. I'm sure somebody else has the actual wording of the topical landscape.
Topography.
Yeah. And it's actually more to do with, I think, sea levels, it's more to indicate levels down rather than levels up. So he's sort of confidently going, and you see here, it's supposed to be like some sort of like grassy land, but it's full of sand. It's an island. So, I don't know, this, I mean, you should probably fire the cartographer who did this.
I think the eye looks up at you, Reed, as you are sort of pushed into this little circle.
I think having observed all this, taking this long walk across the beach, seeing all their crewmates, and just, we've been together for so long and it's always been such an us versus them mentality, no matter how different we all are. And I think that what Reed is seeing is just, they've spent so long writing notes on every facet of all of these people's personalities, just really getting such an in-depth understanding of the things that make these people who they are and this crew work in this bizarre way, and how that relates to sort of like piracy as a whole, and how it sort of works. And now everything is disjointed. Everyone is working at the very extremes of what people expect them to be. Malt the Martyr and Marnie being as strange and distracting and superstitious, yet also completely not believing, and just knowing these kind of like facets that completely contradict this. And Monty being as charming and talkative and sort of nonsensical as ever. And Reed just has this real moment of like resolve, I think, because she knows that she is none of those things. She's not going to be the person that can make the sacrifice play because she's not brave enough, and she cannot commit to complete belief or complete disbelief in anything, because that is just not how a scholar works, and certainly is not gonna charm the pants off the eye, because just not charming enough. But what Reed can do is become exactly what everyone has always told them to be, apart from Matilda, of course. But for now, Matilda's voice is going to have to quiet, and Reed is going to have to become the scholar. And I think as Reed draws up, you are so used to, Monty, you are so used to seeing Reed sort of stumbling around the ship arms full of books, half distracted, stuttering their way through phases. But as Reed draws up, there's an almost sort of calculated, cold resolution to their voice. It's not a mountain, it's a crater.
Help. Yes, silly me. I admit I am no expert. I am more interpreting the drawings. Like I said, I'm not a fan of drawings.
I will have to agree with my good captain, though. Whoever drew this map should be fired. It's completely wrong.
How can you possibly know that?
Did you spill coffee on it?
So, you are the chronicler.
That is a name that I have been given in the past, yes.
Hardly one to be following maps to buried treasure.
No. I follow stories and research. But maps and pirates and adventures make interesting research.
Your former captain here is very confident in his ability to channel the old pirate lord and follow his path, know him so well that they are practically the same person. Am I getting that right?
Yes, I would say so. Most pirates are, by very definition, lured in by the promise of treasure, and our captain is no different.
Oh, too kind, Reed. Yeah, Reed here. They follow their brains and do all the reading. Not a fan for that. I'm more of a heart kind of guy. I see something, I like it, I push forward for it. So yes, I agree. I identify with stories of old, whereas Reed here just reads them. Read and read. Yes.
Well, we are all here for more than treasure. And there's sort of vague nods from some of the crew members around.
Is that so?
We
Would you not describe yourself as a pirate then?
You're the chronicler. How would you describe us?
I would like to have a good look at this captain. Is there anything that just seems off that places them apart from the sort of like elaborate mask compared to sort of subordinates? Is there anything that just gives me this idea that this is not just someone who truly believes in a tale?
Very interesting. So obviously we've sort of had the conversation we've had.
Mm-hmm.
While talking to them, either for what we've already said or what we, or describing further conversation, is there anything that you're saying or using to try and get at that element anymore?
I feel like the way that Reed is trying to present themselves is nothing more than someone who is interested in research and interested in documenting everything that is happening. Taking a slightly journalistic view to it, I am attempting, because if there's anything I've learned about pirates, and particularly pirate captains, ego is quite a big part of their makeup, as is a sort of lure for fame, repute, wanting to, and also pirate crews tend to, they fight amongst themselves. They tend to be subject to mutiny if they don't get the crew really. So like I think from an analytical point of view, Reed is prepared to present the hypothesis that this captain is really looking for treasure, really looking entirely for their own interests, and is presenting some strange stitched up version of stories and superstitions and into a narrative in order to present themselves as somehow incredibly important, so that they are not murdered by their own crew when it comes to them double crossing them in some way, or taking treasure entirely for themselves, or doing something. They've gone a step further than just encouraging and trying to really roll up their crew to their favor. They've gone pure, like, I am basically a godlike figure or a prophet of some kind, and that's an entirely different kind of zeal that is really interesting to read. But I feel like there are parts of it that remind Reed of like a more exaggerated Monty, like what Monty could become if Monty decided to be really religious.
I think this is a straight size up then. You were just trying to assess them. So please roll with vinegar.
Roll with vinegar. What is my vinegar? I think I have pretty good vinegar. I think it is +1.
Don't say that.
Oh no, it's +2!
Plus
It is
two.
+2! In that case, it's a 10.
Incredible. Monty, while Reed is thinking, can you maybe tell us some of the stories of famed pirate Lord Garchagam that you're regaling the eye with?
Well, there's so many of Garchagam. I could tell the story of how he fended off 40 different ships with just a spoon and a cannonball. But that's a long, hairy saga, to an odyssey, as it were. So we won't go into that. It does involve a horse. We could talk about how he managed to enrapture the princesses of Coraville Cove. A great place. Would highly recommend. 5 stars on the old Starfish Yelp. And how for many years afterwards, they always sigh when you talk about him, and their sighs blew his ship across the ocean away from the terrible storms that would have torn his ship asunder. But of course, my favorite is where he fought a reflection of himself, of all the worst different parts in the Mirror Glade, and he defeated it by saying, "You have no power over me." Turns out having no power over yourself gives you power. It's an incredible sort of thought experiment in itself, and he managed to break free of the Mirror Glade and rescue all the dashing princes and princesses and various royalty before robbing them blind and then heading back off to the coast. Gosh, just a sample there. But you tell me what you want to hear. I'm sure I'll find a story for it.
Reed, you get the sense that the Eye does not want to hear Monty's stories, and that the Eye does not want their people to hear Monty's stories. Monty's stories are all about pirates and gold and doing dramatic things and getting treasure and being a cool pirate. And it doesn't fit with what the Eye is trying to do here. What the Eye is trying to unite people behind. It's not piracy. It's not do dramatic swashbuckling. It's not get treasure. And Monty is undermining that.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe there is the uncomfortableness of Monty almost as a transparent reflection of the Eye. Someone who has a lot of talk and whose own crew maybe sort of look up to that in the same way that the Eye's crew look up to them. Maybe something a little bit too similar to for comfort. The irritation there certainly breaks the all is calm kind of vibes. You've seen a crack. You've seen underneath.
Yes. Yes. Read these all question mark. Okay. Reed continues because I think that Reed is trying to place themselves back at the academy in this moment. It's like that's a comfortable environment that Reed knows how to handle. This is entirely not. This is like, I am kidnapped by a pirate lord that could kill me at any moment, and all the people that I know, and so it's a scary situation, and Reed has to move beyond it. I think that that as the Eye talks, Reed is very, I think, good at debates from their academic career. Again, very factual. There's like no emotion involved in a debate. It's very like, these are the facts. So I think Reed basically tries to instill those skills in achieving hopefully a good balance between posing themselves as useful by, counteracting some of Monty's shall we say enthusiasm with cold hard facts, which they think that the Eye will probably be more interested in, but also agreeing at a lot of points with a lot of what Monty is saying, in terms of like, oh yes, like you're right about those stories. That's exactly what the stories say, like basically trying to promote that perhaps that Monty definitely knows this person well and is a useful source of knowledge still, even if it's not very useful in reading the map.
I like that. That's great. Excellent. There is on the map, I mean, this is all so familiar to read.
Yes.
But you see the sort of familiar outline sketch of cave up in the hills, a dark circle, a pool within the cave, and an X marking the spot. The Eye places their finger down, covering the dark spot of the pool. Do you think you can get us here?
Do you think they're a navigator? Hello? I'm a navigator.
I think I could map a route. However, as my companion I think Reese has former companion, wink, once has pointed out, and I'm sure that my good captain here, or my good former captain here, would tell you, a pirate captain, is nothing without their crew. I shall need a navigator. I shall need Monty's knowledge. And I shall need malt as well.
We shall all go together, and we are all your crew now.
Excellent. I cannot wait to tell you about the one night stand, or many one night stands that Gar went on, and how he escaped by dressing in many dresses and passed himself off as a woman. Oh, but also looks stylish whilst doing it with a beautiful moustache. And it said so in the illustrations I read.
Time to break camp.
Excellent.
Don't pull up the northernmost tent first, or you'll die.
Ooh, you all prepare to set off, and you are indeed all setting off together. Marnie.
Hello.
You see a little smile peeking out from underneath this little grubby little eye mask, and this diminutive pirate keeps sort of smiling at you. And as you're kind of like packing up, they kind of find an excuse to like be working next to you.
Hello. I see you.
Oh, no, you don't. I'm one with everyone. I'm.
Yes, you
so
look
glad you're
exactly
back.
the same. Yes, no, hello, Pete. How are you doing? Are you okay? You didn't run away then? You stayed?
I'm so relieved. No, but it's all worked out, hasn't it? Because you were always meant to be here, so I was right.
Yes, no, always meant to be here. Yes, you were right to save me, and I'm very grateful. You didn't tell anyone you did that, did you?
No, because I didn't know it was right at the time.
No. I think we don't tell anyone. I think we just keep that stums. Because as far as you know, I'm just a new person who's arrived because I have the mask, right? So no one knows.
Yeah, we can't recognise anyone at all.
I have no distinguishing features or ways of speaking.
Are your goals still with you?
Yes, they're all here. Remember
Well, Pete,
Remember Sebastian and Lewis and Penny and Jodie and Robin and Shane and not Marnie. I'm Marnie. There wouldn't be one called Marnie. Jazz and who are the others? Sam. Who else is there? Vincent. He's one of them. Then and she just lists all however many names there are. There's lots.
Are you okay though? Because it must have been awful.
Oh, no. Good little cut. Oh, look, have you seen my scar? Isn't that cool? Cool?
Yes, but no, I mean, how was it?
How was what?
You know, like being out there. Away from us.
It was
Shut off.
okay. I just sort of went on I found some new crew. Not this one, another one.
Yeah.
No, they weren't the same because you know why? I had the black spot, so they thought I was cursed. So they kicked me off the ship. And then I went on another ship, and that... No. Oh, yes, of course. Yes, cursed. But it's been undone now because I'm good, remember? That's what everyone's saying. And then we went on another ship, and that one crashed. That was bad. Everyone died apart from me, so that wasn't ideal. So then the next ship I got on found out about that one, and they didn't like that, so they kicked me off again. I'd covered up the spot by this point, you see. I'm smart in the noggin. And then, there was a few more. Couple of deaths, none of them me. So that was all fine. And then I ended up on the Scrimshaw Princess, which I still... I think that's strange, don't you? Because it's still strange that they're the ones who had the map. And I found it.
Did
They
you?
found me.
Do you think it was meant to be?
Yes, definitely. Yes, something in the winds, in the water brought us together. That must be the reason. The birds are wrong here. Have you noticed?
It's getting quieter and quieter as you're sort of been like setting off into the jungle.
Little Pete, look, shush for a second.
Right, yes. What?
We're in the middle of a jungle.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You can hear some movement in the bushes. You can hear our very loud crew being very loud while I'm trying to listen to nature. Oh God. And then, but if you just, what's missing, little Pete?
Oh, yes, the creature from beneath the waves rising up, causing untold destruction.
No. We wouldn't hear that, would we, Pete? We wouldn't hear that because we haven't brought them yet. That's going to take the sacrifice and all that mumbo stuff.
Yes.
No, the birds. Where are the birds?
Sebastian.
Not my birds. They're very quiet and well behaved. Where are the other birds?
I don't know.
Exactly. Where have they gone? And no one seems to care apart from me.
Well,
Anyway, it doesn't matter, little Pete. It probably means impending doom or something along those lines. Birds are very smart, you see. That's why I keep these ones around. But I think as long as these ones are here, we're probably okay. If they fly away, though, you're in big trouble. I'd run. I would run. Pete, if these birds fly away, you run, okay?
okay.
Fast. How fast? You're quick. You've got little legs.
Yes.
Yes, and have you seen the other little squirrel?
No.
Okay, there's a small one at the front. They don't have a mask on yet. The one with the look, who's talking to the map, talking to the eye. Yes.
The famous chronicler.
Yes. If the birds fly away and you run, and I'm not there, you make sure Lil Squirrel runs with you. Okay?
Okay.
They're very important. They're a very important person. You have to keep them safe.
I know. Gosh.
Yes, and probably them before, I don't know, pulling a name out of the eye.
I wouldn't dare. So that's
yes, and the one with the good mustache, we quite like them too. They're fun.
Anyone else?
Sort of stares at Malt. No, I think that's pretty much everybody. Yeah, I think that should probably do it. Obviously, every life is sacred, blah, blah, blah. But everyone. But maybe those two first. And me, if you can save me, I wouldn't hate it, little Pete. You did save me once. I'll try and save you this time. But we won't need saving because the birds are going to stay, and the impending doom, if it does come, we're all going to be totally safe because that's how it works. That's the prophecy or whatever. Looking forward to it. What is the prophecy again, Pete? You just run me through it one more time.
Find a storm, sea creature, rising up.
Sure. How big is the sea creature?
Water. What?
How big is it?
Big,
Swallow the World? Big?
I
If it's big, just enough to swallow the world, which is the kind of vibe I'm getting, right? Then do we ride it? Is that how we survive?
Well, no, because obviously we all know, the eye knows, we know that we will be in the middle of the destruction.
Right, but if we're in the middle of the big sea creature, are we in its stomach and dead?
No.
That doesn't sound like what the eye's saying, is it? So you see, I'm just trying to piece it together, seeing as we're getting near the end game, as it were.
Okay, I can ask the eye for some more clarification, but I don't like to bother
I don't think
them.
I don't think that's your job. It's okay. I just wondered if you had any more intel in, years that I've been gone. I thought maybe you would have worked something out, little Pete, but apparently not. Really appreciate the saving, by the way. Remember, if the birds fly away, you fly away too. Okay, thank you, goodbye. Oh, just run away.
Oh, little Pete is confused.
Poor little Pete.
You are walking through the jungle, trudging upwards. And I think the group is sort of lengthening as you go up, as the people in front sort of get further ahead and the people behind get slightly further behind. And I think that, Reed, you find yourself with Malt. Just walking. Everyone's just walking relatively quietly. There's not privacy here, but there is enough distance between people.
I think we walk in quiet for a little bit, and Reed does the thing that you know Reed does, which is seems completely lost in their sort of thoughts. They're figuring out the route and everything like that, and then eventually I think Reed, amongst their sort of mutterings and mumblings to themselves, says, "So that's it then? You're just going to throw your life away?"
I could be biding my time.
You could. That's true. Gives a little side eye. Are you? And before you answer, I would perhaps suggest that being a little more forthright and honest might be the way to go from here on out.
You're really starting to work out how to be in a pirate story, aren't you, Reed?
Oh, I don't know if I'd go that far. I have been studying pirates for a long time. I figured that you probably had a betrayal or two in your past, and I figured you were probably at the center of it. You carry around a lot of guilt, you know. You just have this, I don't know, it's almost tragically poetic. That's what my sister would say, anyway.
That's such a strange thing to say about someone's real life.
It is, yes, you're right. Well, I'm not very good at people. I don't know if you've noticed. Are you
Oh, sorry.
or not?
Am I all what?
Biding
sorry,
your time or not?
It doesn't feel that way right now. I don't really understand what will be on the other side of it. It's sort of starting to seem more and more like I left, but I never really got out, if you know what I mean. Like maybe I've been sort of carrying it around with me, and I don't really know how to put it down.
What, if I might ask, made you join the Eye in the first place?
God, it's a long time ago. I was like a kid, 16 or 17 or something. I think the way that he spoke to me just sort of it seemed like everything that didn't make sense in the world made sense when he spoke. Like everything that was sort of confusing, sort of neatened out when he was around. Like I didn't have to be confused about what the right thing to do was, because there was always a right thing to do. And like at the beginning, it was really good when you did the right thing. Don't know, I guess I just wanted to be part of something. You're telling me you've never felt that way? Wanted to be part of something, Reed?
I think Reed stops looking at the map and looks at you. Do you think I'd have jumped on a pirate ship, of all things, and dedicated my research to a life of crime, plundering, terror on the high seas if I didn't want to be part of something? We all want to be part of something. But you are. You have been. My research has been quite tumultuous in its findings, and she kind of adjusts herself almost as if she's reading aloud from something, but trying to sort of half remember it. So it's not, she's not talking normally, she's sort of like thinking hard about what she's saying. But if there's one thing I've learned about piracy while I'm here, it's everyone has their place. And while I respect Captain Shoot's extraordinary imagination, bravery, and ability to command their crew, and I respect Marnie's fantastic navigational skills and wild imaginings and thoughts and ideas about the world, there is none aboard this ship that I respect more than Malt. Steady Malt, always there to lend a hand, always there to give a pat on the shoulder, always there as a constant. You cannot, and I truly believe this, have a crew without someone like Malt.
You can't really believe that.
I do. In fact, it's not about belief. It is after a number of months of studied research, Mort, I am a scholar, not a priest.
But
I think you joined the Eye because you wanted something to believe in. And I think you joined our... And the swearing really gets Reed. Batshit captain, because you wanted someone to believe in. But I would posit you would do a whole lot better if you started believing in yourself.
But every time I try, I I fuck it up every single time.
Because you can.
But mistakes like that, it's unforgivable to make a mistake like that.
We are the sum of our actions. You know that? That's why I write. I am writing about all of you, and I am noting down every one of your actions. I have to decide whether my next action, and Reader's going to really drop their voice, is to lead us on a merry dance, or whether I destroy the world. I would appreciate, first mate, if you would decide quickly whether you are ready to face your mistakes and overcome them.
I don't know where you got it in your head that you weren't a pirate.
Certainly not a pirate. I shall never be a pirate. Well, maybe not in the way that you are, but piracy is what you make it. That's a good title, actually. Piracy is what you make it. Yes. Thank you. I have been struggling with the title.
You continue to trudge upwards through the jungle. Monty, Marnie, is there anything you want to do while you are traveling?
Yeah, I'll have a quick chat with Marnie if that's okay.
Yeah.
I'll sort of be finishing off a tale of that. And so that is how Pop-Up Pirate initially came about. It was actually.
I didn't know that.
Yes. So, how are you, Marnie?
Oh yes, good. Have you seen the birds?
I have not.
Yeah, they're all gone. I think. Not my ones. They're obviously
No.
There they are.
Yep. No. They are.
Quiet as always.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, I'm fine. It's just a lot to take in, lot to process, lot to work out. This old captain that you know a lot about.
Yes.
What happened to him?
The best tale of all. So, after many years being on the seas and, pirating, doing all the things, getting the treasure, getting the girl, getting the guy, getting the pal, he decided to, I believe the word is, retire.
Right.
One final adventure.
And the final adventure was burying whatever this is.
Apparently so. But he was never seen again after he and his crew came here. So it all the pieces sort of make sense, really. It's rather exciting that we're here. Maybe we can take a piece of treasure home with us, Really maybe get our portraits taken.
Yes, that would be good. So I know I keep going on about this, but
no.
The Scrimshaw Princess. You just picked the big opulent ship.
I mean, pretty much. It was
with Malt. Malt was there.
Well, I sort of sounded it out. I thought this will do. I was actually my father, Montague. He asked me to do the insurance detail, so I managed to have the keys already. And I just thought, gosh, if I need to put this plan into place, I must come up with something. And so I managed to go to the more sordid places, and I saw Malt there, just sat there looking a bit mopey. And I thought, gosh, what would I give to have a fine fellow like that help me take a ship? Because I don't know if you've seen, these hands have never, ever done a hard day's labor in their life. Look.
No, well, I can read them if you like.
Oh, well, might as well.
Okay, well, I see. Oh, you've got a very good moisturizer. That's good.
Yes, indeed.
That does actually add up with your story.
Mhm.
But yes, so this is what I don't understand, Captain. And she'll just
Yes.
sort of be like tracing lines
Ah,
in your
sorry,
hand.
tickles.
Sorry,
It's
I'll
okay,
do
it's all right.
I'll do it carefully. It's just Malt found you.
Mm-hmm.
Then you stole the right ship.
Mm-hmm.
And then you found me.
Mm.
And then we discovered the map because of a
Mhm.
different set of people.
Mm.
It just... I know it doesn't sound like me, but I don't really ascribe a lot to coincidence and...
There's that C word again.
Yes. It's just... What if it was all meant to happen? What if it was all obviously happening? That would mean something big had to be connected to it. And if something big is connected to it, what if that's the end of the world?
You see, I see you're more of a half-empty tankard kind of gal.
I'm sort of I think more of a, or maybe look at the liquid, see which way it's swirling.
But have you thought about a different C word? Not curse.
Cunt. Sorry.
The birds cover their ears with their feathers. No, not that one either.
Sorry, intrusive thoughts sometimes win, and I'm so sorry.
No, you know, I appreciate it's been a long day.
What's the other one? Sorry.
Well, not cursed, not coincidence. Chosen.
Chosen.
Malt. Malt didn't find me. I found Malt. I chose Malt.
Right.
I chose Reed, and I chose
Yes.
you. Each of you are skills that I require, and I thought I couldn't find no one better. Now, obviously, I've yet to find anyone better, but I'm a sort of guy who, when I find someone, and I see them, I want them on my side, and I'd rather they be with me than against me. And yeah, I can see, but I believe in I'm more of a tanker half full kind of chap, swirly or not, bubbles or not.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't like maps, I don't like coincidences, but I like more to think of fate and how it has drawn us together. Because the kind of fate I like is one that we win. And so I will always try to make that happen. So when I saw you were a bit down on your luck, having losing previous employment, I thought, gosh, wild stories. I love it. Yes.
Well,
put them on
yes,
my
they're
ship.
all very true. Did I ever tell you the one about when I went across the sea with some friends and we had these weird crates and we didn't open them for ages? And then when we did, there was like a dead dog in there and maybe some dead children. It was very weird.
Oh, well, that's terrifying.
Yes.
But you know what? I'm glad you told me.
There's just lots of weird things happen. But I like being on your team, Captain.
I like being on your team, along with all your birds.
Yes, no, the birds always. But I don't. You're the best captain I've ever had, and I mainly include Malt in that.
Wow, that's
because of the attempted murder and
yes,
stuff. Yeah,
and every other captain's probably died since.
Well, a few of them are dead.
Right.
Yeah. Some of them are alive, but they're the ones who kicked me off.
So by default, I am the best captain you've ever.
Well, not by default, Captain.
Oh.
You are, and yes, you are not. And she'll sort of look at the eye and be like, yes. Maybe we were all meant to come together. Maybe it's not about where we're going. Maybe it's about us. Have you seen a bird?
Well, you're gonna have to narrow it down. You've got several.
No,
of them.
not these ones.
Okay.
Not my ones. Just
Great.
There's no other birds.
No.
No one seems worried about this enough.
Well, no. I'll be honest. When you shout, I get worried, but more because you're shouting than anything else.
Right. Okay. Captain.
Oh, whispers.
Whisper.
Yes. Oh, yes. Closer. Stage
I
whisper.
don't know where the fucking birds are.
Ah, well, that's a problem.
Yes.
Yeah, there's no
Okay,
sounds of
okay.
wildlife at all in this
Maybe
place.
we should have a chat with little squirrel.
Well, I'll be honest. Little squirrel, I think, is cross with me. They shouted at
Right,
me
why?
quite hard, and I think.
What
I think-
did you do something?
Well, Marnie, you know, sometimes we talked about this. Sometimes I am the center of my own universe,
Well, yes, technically everyone's the center of their universe.
but I think Little Squirrel got tired of me being the center of my own universe and everyone else's universe.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, you do that, Captain.
Yeah. I was just my way of processing, and I think I've upset them greatly, and I think
Right. Well,
she's not written anything about me in her book.
nothing.
As far as I'm aware, she said that it was more about Malt.
Oh, not about Marnie either.
Well,
No,
mean,
it's okay. No, it's okay. I didn't really want to be in it anyway. I'm not really one for fame. But you know, I thought. Well, no, I mean, well, Malt is an interesting character. You know, with the murder and the then pretending to be somebody else and then lying to me for months and months.
It's just I feel hurt. You know, like I
Yes.
feel like I was ready to give some feedback, and I'm not. I like being a protagonist, but I'm also willing to share. But it sounded like I had nearly a footnote or two.
Right. Well, Captain, can I suggest something?
I mean, it's either that or the birds. So yes, I'm
sure,
open to
yes. Well, I think the thing that you're best at and the thing that makes you such a good captain is actually you're very good at telling stories. So, why couldn't you tell your own story? Why do you need Reed to do it for you?
There is a long pause. Oh my gods. Marnie!
The birds are missing, I know.
No, you're a genius. I should write my own story. I don't.
Right, but maybe not right now.
Oh, Captain, shoot ho.
Shoot ho. We could
Shoot ho.
workshop it. I think
Yes.
we could maybe get together a group and workshop the title a little.
Indeed. Yes.
But okay, before we go off on this tangent, how do you feel about Malt?
Malt?
Well, yes, because I think they're probably going to be sacrificed quite soon. And I just wondered if you had anything you maybe wanted to tell them. I'm sort of weighing up some stuff in my head, trying
as a sort
to
of final goodbye thing, or
yes,
farewell?
whether I want to slap them and be the one to push them in, or whether I want to, say I forgive you, it's okay, that kind of thing.
Well,
it's a bit of a 50-50 for me at the
50-50
moment.
for you, I understand. Well, I can I be honest with you, Marnie?
Yeah. Did you call me Emily?
I said Marnie, I think.
I thought she said Emily. I don't know who she is. She
I
sounds
don't know.
sexy.
I was
And actually, that's one of my birds.
That's
one of
one
my
of
birds
your
is called Emily.
Yes, sorry. Hang on.
Yeah.
So I've thrown Emily back.
Emily, go away. We're talking.
Yes. Marnie, I think I might have fucked up. I asked Malt to be my best man.
That's an interesting choice, given the way he's always looked at you.
Well, I'm starting to realize that maybe I have missed some signs. Malt has always been like my right-hand man, helping me look at the crew and give me advice, and has always said yes to things, which even I'm like, oh, that's a bit too far, Captain.
Yes, men are annoying sometimes, yes.
But he's never truly doubted me. And even when I asked him what he thought of me, he kind of was honest, but also was sad about it.
Right. Okay, so do you remember when I first got on the boat?
Yes.
And you remember you said, oh, what are you good at? And I said, I'm a navigator. And you said, oh, that's good. We need a navigator.
We do, yes.
And then I said, oh, that's strange. Look at those two clouds above you and this person's head. They're kind of coming together in a love heart.
Oh.
And you went, oh, yes. And you sort of said another story about some woman. And I was like, no, I think. And I sort of went, I think maybe. And I made kissy noises.
Kissy noises.
Do you remember that?
I do remember the kissy noises. They were
Right.
quite
Well, I
right.
think I was talking about you and Malt.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
So before they get pushed into a volcano or something, I don't know. Maybe have a think if you want to act on that, because yes. Mm.
Okay.
Yes. We can probably say we want to walk more. I shouldn't be there. I might murder them. That's.
Yes, I've now got lots of feelings.
But remember, they are a murderer who did try to get me murdered.
But yes, yes. Come. Gosh, being a captain and dating one of your crew is that's a lot of paperwork.
It's a lot of power that you have over him as well. So we should maybe talk about the imbalance of that.
I might have to get Reed to draw up some HR
Do we
policies.
have an HR? Yeah.
I neglected
maybe
that.
I'll tell you what, Haley can be HR. She's quite good at this.
Haley.
It's like she'll sort it. I think we can work on that.
Sure.
As long as everyone's aware and and you're not directly managing, I think it'll all be fine. Anyway, right. Good chat. Long chat. I think probably we should end this chat.
But Marnie, before I just want to say, I am absolutely terrified of you, but you give good sound advice.
That's the nicest thing anybody's ever said to me. Thank you very much. And I think we'll take a break.
We'll try. I was like, oh, Shelby's gone.
And Chamonix has, I think, had to go feed toddler Nightbot. But yes, but before we have a little break, it's time for a lore drop. And we have a very special lore drop this week, because normally, one of the RPGeeks, we do a lore drop, but we sometimes have a guest who's like, please, can I do a lore drop? And that's exactly how the conversation went. So, Grace.
Yay!
Take it away.
Woo!
I cannot believe I have to do a lore drop now after the way that I was howling silence through that scene. But anyway, hi, I'm Grace. I'm here to do a lore drop, and I'm here to talk to you about the Final Storm. Have you heard about our Lord and Savior, the Final Storm? Kraken, and where maybe the myth of the Kraken brushes up against some of the reality.
Ooh.
Now, if you had to guess where the story of the Kraken comes from, where would you say? Because I feel like there's a lot of sort of...
Oh, wait, no, I know. I think I know because of what I know your lore drop is on, so I'm not going to answer.
Oh, wow, okay. Oh, well, no, I mean, just like...
surely...
Greek mythology, like, what's the...
I would assume it comes from, like, a sailing nation. Is it maybe Vikings?
Mate, man, nobody does it like her.
Actually,
in fucking one.
They love their boats.
The Kraken is Scandinavian folklore. It is not a mythic figure. It doesn't come from like a named story or something, but is just like fishermen's tales being passed back and forth. The name was first used by Christian Jensen in 1646 in a Norwegian glossary describing a sea monster with many arms that takes down boats into the abyss, which was sort of speculated to be either an octopus or a starfish or maybe a crab.
I love the idea of a starfish.
A massive starfish.
It's so much stiffer than the sort of the Krakens that we usually think about. Nowadays, the sort of modern consensus is that the Kraken is probably a cephalopod, and that the myth may be sort of making sense of the sort of, excuse the icky language, but the sort of bloated and stretched remains of partially decomposed giant squid or Architeuthis dix.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Right. The largest giant squid that's actually been recorded was 5 meters long with 10-meter long feeding tentacles.
So that's the body is 5 meters.
Yeah.
And then another 10 meters.
The body and arms are 5 meters, but they have sort of like internal feeding tentacles that they shoot out when they grab their prey, and then they sort of sucker it back in.
And these feeding tentacles are 10 meters long. So twice
10 meters long. 33
Terrifying.
feet long.
Oh my god.
Unbelievable. They are so large that the only predator that adult giant squid have are sperm whales.
Yeah.
And I hear you ask, why is that squid so goddamn big?
Why?
Why?
Is it
Why,
so
Grace?
goddamn big?
The theory that we have now is, of course, everybody, abyssal giganticism.
Yes! Fucking love this shit.
Right?
Oh, Shamini loves this
Of
shit
course.
too, and she's not here. I'm so sad for her, but carry on.
The theory being that deep sea creatures across a wide range of taxonomy tend to grow larger than their shallow water cousins. Right. We're in the abyssal zone, which is, 4,000 to 6,000 meters deep with a water pressure of 76 megapascals or 750 atmospheres, which is
That's a lot.
so much pressure. And in that situation,
Would you say
won't
that's
have...
more or less than having like someone pressed down on your shoulders?
I think it's about the same.
About the same.
Mm.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think
Because
it's about
sometimes
the
that can be
same.
really hard to
Yeah.
like.
It can be quite a lot,
Yeah.
right? Well, it probably depends on how small the thing that is pressing
Mm.
down on your shoulders is. If we're
Sure.
doing a pressure per square inch sort of thing,
It
right?
it would matter, because
Um,
if it was a lot, then it would be the same. But
right.
if it was less,
It would be the
less.
same, but such is how, unfortunately, maths works. But if one was in the abyssal zone, it would be helpful to have an enormous body mass due to sort of colder temperatures down there. Higher amounts of dissolved oxygen concentrations would actually allow for a larger body mass. Food scarcity and sort of lower levels of predation would also sort of make things like that possible. But of course, we actually don't know very much about giant squid because we can't really get down there very much. It's very difficult for humans to get down there, which is
Teacher,
enormous.
I have a question.
Please
do
ask me a question.
Do we have bodies of giant squid? Have we ever found a dead one?
We do have bodies of giant squid. Absolutely, yes.
Do they float
The,
when they die, or do they sink?
So,
Or do we not know?
I imagine it depends where they are in the water level
Mm.
at the time that they die. But the lots of the speculation around sort of like the Kraken myth is that, I mean, they can't survive in the higher levels of the ocean for very long because of especially because of the lower levels of dissolved oxygen in the water that just isn't enough to support their sort of like vast bulk. So any giant squid that sailors would have seen higher up through the water levels would have been behaving oddly, might sort of explain any strange behavior towards ships that they sort of really aren't actually large enough to take down. But yes, we do have bodies of giant squid. The largest specimen is sort of the 5-meter specimen that I'm talking about. But there is some speculation from a different technique that scientists are using to try and find out more information about giant squids, which is from the beaks of the giant squid in the stomachs of sperm whales.
Sick.
Oh,
Cool.
wow.
This is how
Fucking cool.
a lot of the speculation is, right? Because it's the only bone in the animal's body, or it might be keratinous. Sorry, I didn't actually look that up.
The bit that won't fully dissolve.
The bit that
Yeah.
won't dissolve in the acid of the whale's stomach. And there is sort of the theory is that through the largest beak that they have found, the actual largest potential that a giant squid could be is about 20 meters long.
Oh my god.
That's the largest specimen that they have found. But
What?
that's obviously speculation. We don't have an actual specimen, so that's not good science. But the conservative estimate is
That's pretty. But like, so I've been doing a lot of work with human evolution fossils recent, not with the fossils, but like making videos about it. And like a lot of the stuff is we're like, we found a single finger, and that means we're pretty sure
Yeah.
this species of human was 4 foot tall. And it's like, but all you have is a finger. So like, I feel like having a beak is a pretty like
Yeah.
a good way to
I
like
feel like
measure it out.
Most software now
yeah.
is pretty good at doing like a reconstruction of some
Modeling.
sort. It might not be perfect, but yeah, that's when you say it's like 20 meters long. I'm like, yeah, I believe it. Like,
I can believe it.
I believe it, right?
I want to believe it as well.
I also want to believe that true too, right? Like,
Yeah.
that seems that way to me, but also all of the websites that I was looking at were pretty firm that like the specimen that we have says this length and this is speculation. So I don't want to feed that too
but
much.
to be
I'm
unscientific
sorry, Emily, did you
for
have
a
a
little
question?
second,
please.
because that's the lot. Okay, and let's say we work out the beak means that maybe there was a 20-meter one. That's still only one that was killed by a sperm whale.
Right.
What if there's one that's bigger and sperm whales are like, that one's too
That's
big.
too big.
I'm
That's
not gonna
simply
eat
too
that.
large, right?
Yeah.
That leads me so nicely into a point, Emily. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're so welcome.
So the eyes of giant squid are the largest eyes in the animal kingdom living currently. The only animal ever that had larger eyes than the giant squid is the ichthyosaur, which obviously is not currently living.
Right.
But they are 30 centimeters wide, a foot in diameter.
That's
The
a
giant
head.
squid.
That's bigger than a head.
Right, that's large. That is very large. And the descriptions of the kraken that we have describe the eyes as being 1.5 meters to 2 meters in diameter.
Oh god.
So if hypothetically we were able to use the giant squid eye to giant squid length ratio, and such a ratio we could then extend to the kraken with a 1.5 meter, conservatively, eye diameter. The kraken may have been 73 meters long.
That's crazy.
Which is so fucking big.
That is, in fact, technically big.
Technically.
That's big. That's really
I've
large.
got a little comparison chart up. The Statue of Liberty is just over 40 meters, so that's almost double the height of the Statue of Liberty, if you can envision that.
But they think that the notes about the kraken, that it's real, right? It does feel like a mythology, or does it feel like an actual thing that people say they saw?
I think, is it not like Loch Ness, right? So it's the sort of thing that on certain things you might see something. So
definitely real.
Well, I wanted to quickly mention, it's nothing to do with krakens or anything like that, but I just was thinking back to, because I went to university in St Andrews and there's a sea life centre there, and on the sea life, because it's all underground, there was this image of like a really long worm. I just looked it up now, and it's called a bootlace worm, which is a horrible, horrible thing. It's super long, super elastic, like a sea worm that fires toxic slime. And the one that was washed ashore at St Andrews after a storm, and therefore why it's in that sea life centre, was recorded at an incredible 55 meters in length. So that's why I'm just like going, and they're ugly looking as well. This like really long super worm that's underwater. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I imagine. Like the kraken is. I can see it, but just like so long and much wider as well. So I also think
I hope it's not real.
I also think that the the abyssal zone is a new zone in the new crystal maze, because that sounds great to go to. To the abyssal zone, and then you get crushed.
To the abyssal zone, you're like, oh, it's just pressure.
Just the pressure.
I've got one more upsetting fact about the abyssal zone, which is that the abyssal zone, which of horrifying characteristics that I've already described, covers 60% of the ocean surface. No, sorry, 80% of the ocean surface, which means it covers 60% of the globe. Isn't that fucked up?
The sea's fucking mad.
Don't go to the sea, guys.
Sea's
Stay away.
Wild.
Also, a little shout out to the Nautilus Instagram account. I think it's called Nautilus. It's the scientists who go to deep depths. Yeah. And it's just these scientists like absolutely freaking out when they see really cute little underwater, like really deep, like the kind of thing that like a blobfish when it comes up looks awful, but when it's down low, it doesn't look as blobfishy. But like they see these little things and they're so cute, and then but it's the scientists not being like, oh look, a lesser spotted blobfish. They're like, oh my god, look at its little face, and they're just like really cute about the animals. I think it's called Nautilus. I'll check in the break and I'll let people know if I got it wrong. But
Again, like not to get icky about it, but that's a lot of the theory about where these sort of conceptions of the potentiality of the Kraken is that like if the squid rises through the depressurizes, as it were, rising through the levels of the ocean, that sort of like the way that they would bloat with water and the way that the limbs would stretch, because they don't have any bones except for the beak, which could be keratinous. I'm sorry, I didn't look it up. But the way that they would stretch would create that sort of like malformed and significantly larger appearance than what the actual animal may be, although we've discovered it could be much larger than that hypothetically, but the scientists say that
if the sperm whales won't eat it. It is Nautilus Live, and look at one of the cute fish.
I don't think that doesn't look cute.
But it is cute. That is cute. What are you talking about? It's called a chornocops. Chornocops, and it's a kind of anglerfish. Cool. I love him. I love him. Look at his tomato.
Oh, he does
look like a tomato. What was that, Kat? Sorry,
Kat.
I said, if you're going on holiday to the beach anytime soon, have fun. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Do not fear the sea. Do
not fear the sea.
Thank you so much, Grace. I was listening in. I didn't know about abyssal gigantism. I'm very happy to know about abyssal gigantism. Also,
I didn't even mention bioluminescent photophores because I was very conservative.
I love bioluminescent.
I think I'll talk about it later.
The potentiality of the Kraken, which is a phrase you used. Good band name. Let's remember that one.
It might not be a Kraken that we're about to summon.
Probably fine. You're probably fine.
Yeah.
But we'll find out after the break. Thank you for sticking with us, and we'll see you very, very shortly. Bye. you have been walking, climbing over rugged terrain, thick, hot air. At one point, you break through the surface of the canopy. You come to a glorious peak from which you can see yet more wooded hills below you and the sea. A fleet of ships, yours looking shiny, but small as part of it. It's definitely the prettiest. It's the prettiest ship. It's dwarfed by the number of fog ships that are anchored in this bay. And you see that was just a pause for sneeze. You see the water is calm, at least around this island anyway. It is smooth. You know, when there's no white surf breaking it up, there's no glints of sunlight, it is just smooth and dark, like this island is sat in its own little pool. But you continue onwards and read. There are two paths in front of you, and this is your moment. This is your moment to lead everyone on your own little dance, to be the puppet master, to lead them astray, and you know you could do it. This map is bad. The map in your head is perfect. But the map in your head calls to you. You will never know. If you do not go where it wants you to go, you will never know. You will never know what it means. You will never know if you were right about all the little theories you've got. You will never know if you are smart enough to solve Garchagarm's riddles written in lost tongues on this map. And I think it's quite a good idea to avoid the end of the world. Which is why I would like to compel you to follow this treasure map to its conclusion. I will note that something mechanics something last week.
Pause for mechanics.
Last week, I believe you used your Lawkeeper mechanics.
I did, yes.
Which gives you book fever, which allows me to compel you to retreat into your books, or in this case, a map.
Oh no!
I am retreating into my research. Fantastic, wonderful. That
Sean is
makes
using
me
the rules against us, guys.
Using the rules again.
That makes me so happy.
I just never expect it when it arrives.
I know.
We get away with it.
This
so
isn't
much.
what I sign up for with the
Yo,
Shamani
yo.
thing. Like, this is normally I'm allowed to be like, Shamani, there's actually a weird rule that means I just win, and you're just like, you know what? Yeah, I don't know the rules.
I'll take your word for it.
I'll take your word for it. Yeah.
Okay, so a question. So two paths. One is most certainly leading to treasure.
It's leading to wherever the map wants you to go to.
Yes, and that's the one that I'm being compelled to go down.
Yes.
What is the other one leading to? Because you said to try to avoid the end of the world. So does the other one lead to the end of the world? I'm just trying to get some clarification.
No, sorry. What I mean is, if you took the other one, it would be great to avoid,
Right. So
that
okay, I understand.
says will happen. You know, it seems like distracting them and, you know, taking them the wrong way and then maybe trying to run off wouldn't be the worst plan.
Wouldn't be the worst plan, or it might give everyone else the... Okay, so I am being compelled to go down the bad path.
You can stand your ground and try and resist a compel.
That's difficult. I think, like, for me, this is a question of, as Reed sort of contemplates whether Reed believes in their own research, because what this other power or this other path represents is potentially something that will, should the world not end, be a far better discovery. This is something that could get Reed real prestige at the academy. Whereas I feel like all of this research of pirates and things like that has, I don't think, made Reed a laughing stock, but people don't necessarily think that this is worthwhile research. It has caused some controversy. Some people are like, yeah, okay, yeah, that sounds interesting. Some people are like, no, we're going to try and get something that's a bit more useful and a bit more like grounded in actual, you know, something interesting. It's time to drop the pirates and maybe try to figure something else out. So this would actually gain real prestige for Reed. It could replace the magnum opus in a big way of just
also, look, it's not like you really believe in the end of the world, is it? Come on.
Well, and that's the thing. Reed is not someone who necessarily believes. And I think as we've been walking, every little sign that this island is like something weird and something strange, Reed is countering it out loud with like scientific, logical explanations as to why the sea would be so calm and why like all of these things, just really trying to not necessarily convince themselves, because they know that this can't be real. They can't actually be real. I've seen the crack behind this eye captain's mark. However, I would like to, and I think I can, use a bond and attempt to stand my ground.
You can.
Because Reed has had a really good conversation with Malt, I think. That has not only... and I think that what Malt has always represented to Reed is somebody who has made Reed believe in themselves. There's just something about hearing Malt say, you are a pirate, like you think like a pirate, you could be one of us, makes Reed's original line of thinking worthwhile. And also, Reed needs to practice what they preach. And if Reed is telling Malt, you need some more self-belief and you need to stop being mired down by what you think others want you to be and start being what you want to be, then Reed needs to follow that line of thinking as well and maybe lead by example. So I'm going to try to stand my ground, and I'm going to use a bond with Malt to do it.
Lovely. And you can take a +1 to that. To being with Malt.
All right. So, let me just find it. So what am I rolling? Sorry. I know I'm rolling 2d6. 1.
Yeah, let me just check. So you are rolling 2d6. You get a +1 for Malt being there. However, you take a -1 because you are facing your
The-
rights.
Compel, and it's just straight 2d6 then,
So it is
basically.
Right
just
now it
straight
is, yeah.
6, yeah.
Okay. Wish me luck, everyone.
Come back there.
Oh, that's a 4 and a 6, so that's a 10.
Not today,
He's
Compelled.
gonna run out of some luck at some point.
Wow.
That's incredible. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I rolled a 10. I think there's a real pause as the Rolodex of all the things that this path could give just goes, like, as you say, Reader's been listening, seeing their research before their eyes, sees things on the map, hears the voice of all the notes and everything like that. The lure of the mystery and the lure of understanding exactly what this is there, but also I think it's interrupted by this Mort's sort of silence almost, Mort's kind of thoughtfulness, and the distant whittering of the captain and Marnie, and something about that pulls Reed for a moment out of this reverie of, they're talking about silence, and they're talking about the birds and the lack of birds and all of this. I would like to posit that maybe this other route seems to lead to a source of that silence. Like, this is the one thing that kind of worried the captain, was this, like, oh, what do the birds flying away mean? I would like to posit that maybe at this moment Reed sees somewhere a bird flying away from a source that is along the other path, and is like, but what are they flying away from, and could my crew and I use this to our advantage?
Damn. Okay. So what do you do in this moment?
I think as we approach the two paths, I lean into the eye. I talk to the eye like they are a professional colleague. There isn't like any sense of emotion, because if I put too much emotion in it, I think my fear will come out. So it comes as like a professional sort of evaluation. And I'm going to sort of distantly trace lines on the map, but not make them too obvious to sort of where they go and stuff. And I'm going to say, well, there's a couple of paths we could take. And I'll point to the one that is the path we should take. And I'll say, that one is looking a bit of a no-go. The map specifically said the coastway round. Head sort of trace a longer route. It's longer, but that's what it said.
I think there is just very little debate. You're the expert. You know what the map says. What you say the map says is, of course, the truth. And with that, I'm not going to make you roll again with that. Like, incredible success. I think the entire group starts making their way down along the coastal path.
I would also like to, if I can, sort of lose myself back in, but I want to see if I can glance up and catch any of my fellow companions' eyes. And just give a sort of almost like interceptable like nod of like, we're not going the way that we should be going.
Okay. I'm going to just put it out there that Monty probably doesn't see any imperceptible nods.
Oh, Yeah, I would imagine that could possibly be true.
Multimani, I'll leave it up to you.
Oh, Mane would notice. She notices things like that. Just sort of
I think
nod
Malta
back.
is. Oh, sorry. I think Malta is looking for signs from the others as well. I think has probably thought that they've seen 6 different signs from Marnie or Monty or Reed at any one time.
Every so often, Marnie does sort of stop and do a little spin, pick up some dirt, and throw it over her shoulder. So,
oh, is that?
probably.
Is this too? Okay, this is. Feel free to reject this, but it is good drama. I'm kind of thinking of using another compel.
Okay.
I'm thinking of using a compel on Marnie.
Yeah.
Because Marnie has the condition hunted.
Oh,
She sure does.
In the
boy.
playbook. I think Marnie, we sort of have been vague about this, but Marnie has always been hunted.
Yeah.
But Marnie's been
But then
hunted.
it kind of went away because they said I was okay and I was nice.
They did, yeah. But
So I assumed it just.
they still wanted you back. That's
And
the
I'm
thing.
back.
You're physically back, but you're not really back. Your heart is not in it. And
Counterpoint.
yes,
No, you carry on. It might be part. It might be part of my stand your ground. Actually, don't worry. Carry on. I'll not argue yet. I'll argue. in a
I would like to
second. Yeah.
interpret this playbook, which says you can be compelled to give in to the sea's call and walk into the waves. As Marnie at this point thinking, if you at this point tell the eye that Reed is leading you astray, you might be saved. You might be trusted. You might be fully part of something again.
Right.
And I appreciate this is a bit of a push, but it's quite dramatic.
Well, yes, I am going to stand my ground.
Yes.
And I think you said something as part of that, that you'll be back, and your heart is not yet fully in it. Physically, you're in it. I would argue Marnie's heart was never fully in it. She's a little bit of a survivor, is our Marnie, though. She just sort of went along with things. No one ever asked how she first joined the cult, but she was on a ship that got taken over, and if she didn't join it, she was going to be murdered. So she joined it. They were the two options. Then the next time when somebody turned her in and she nearly died, she found a way to get out of that too. And through all the countless crews and all the ships and all the curses in quotation marks, and she's always just found a way to keep going. So this sort of makes sense. But she doesn't. Bringing about the end of the world doesn't really feel like survival to her. So she is going to sort of, but I think there is a sense of, but if it's true and they are the correct, if everything the eye says is correct, then yes. But there's just a little phrase going in the back of her head that the eye said to her, which is, you can't swindle a swindler. And she's like, well, if you're a fucking swindler, then you've been fucking lying to me. And probably lying to everyone. And so she's like, no, I think. And now she's, after her chat with Monty, she's actually come round to the idea that maybe the coincidences were the universe pushing not the end of the world, maybe, but a certain set of people into a place to maybe help prevent the end of the world. And that would be a nice thing for the universe and the wind and the waves to do. So I'd like to know. No, I don't want to do that. Thank you. I'll stand my ground.
Wonderful. Who would you like to spend a bond with to inspire you in this moment?
Oh, probably the eye. I've got a bond with the eye. I will rip that bond and chuck it away, because I think it is that phrase of, you can't swindle a swindler. And if you're a fucking swindler, then You can't You can't swindle a swindler. You can't swindle a swindler. And that's
Swindlers can't
you
swindle.
Swindle yourself.
Yeah, go swindle yourself. Yeah.
Go swindle yourself.
Go swindle
so
yourself.
This is now a flat roll. Is that
I think
so,
worked
right?
out? Yeah. Same again.
Yes.
I haven't got the cheat sheet open. I'm so sorry.
I would say I'm going to put this as a flat roll again because again the person you are being inspired by is here with you, which is the eye.
Yes.
But this is specifically your vice, which is hunted, so they
Yes.
cancel each other out.
Number 10. Let's go.
It's gonna be a 7.
Okay.
1 6 1 7. 1 6 1 1. Sorry, it's my
Okay. So I'm going to make you a deal, basically.
Yes.
I need to offer you either accept the compel or you take a particular trouble.
Okay.
So I need to find a trouble that seems at all.
Shauna, is something hitting your mic a lot?
Sorry.
We're getting a lot of noises whenever you move.
Yeah.
Sorry. That would be the cables. Let me just put those there. Sorry, cables.
So many cables that just came up from underneath your desk.
Oh, it's the Kraken! Ah!
Sorry about that, everyone. Bad cable management here. It's not my usual desk. Things everywhere.
That's the trouble. It's cable management.
Yeah, offer
for
me
Marnie.
a trouble and we'll discuss.
Cable problems. Does anyone have? Does anyone have any pictures for a cost for this? I will accept any and all.
So it's going to be a trouble. I wonder if Marnie, you've been doing lots of like obviously superstitions and stuff like that. I wonder if at a pivotal point later on you have to do something a lot more, like to lean into it. I think just upping the superstitions so either it draws attention to yourself or it delays something. But that's all I can think of.
Well, that makes me think. Actually, maybe the trouble is that you now believe in everything.
I have a pitch
Ooh.
that your birds fly away at some point.
Yeah, that feels easy because I was probably going to accept that anyway.
There's no way that those birds were not going to fly away at some point.
Yeah.
We're off.
But I don't love
Too
having to believe everything. That upsets me for Marnie.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
But I might, if that's the deal, then maybe.
But
I
it goes
accept the
away
compel.
eventually. This trouble stuff, right? So it's only like it's just that
Yeah,
you're
I
maybe
know,
really
but-
into it. I know. That's the only thing.
Yeah, we can put an end point on it. Okay.
But then, hang on, wait, pause. Because if I
Yeah.
accept that I know that everything's true,
Yeah.
then I would say something that we're going the wrong way.
Well,
Oh, well, I
still-
guess I would. Oh no, I guess
Still,
not.
if
I
you were
could be
still
running,
trying to
stopping
avoid
it to
the
happen.
end.
Yeah,
you can
okay,
argue
right.
that either
Yeah,
way,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I don't. In a way, I think it's too harsh and not harsh enough because I think
Yeah.
Marnie's already kind of convinced that might be true.
Yeah.
So even turning the dial up,
Mm.
make it harder.
Yeah,
What
it feels like
would
it could be sort of a flip side of the thing that you are believing about that fate is now bringing the team together.
I like that.
Is
Yeah.
that if fate is bringing the team together, then the thing that the team is coming together to fight must matter.
Yes, I like it being about
what I mean?
that she's finally leaning into a real fate kind of
Mm.
thing. Maybe it's something to do with Mort. Maybe
gonna
it's
say-
well, if fate wants all of us together, then maybe I have to like
have to
either
Can't leave them behind.
can't leave them. Well, is it either forgive or is it
Am I standing in the way of it?
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, I like
because
that.
feels
Standing
more
in the
like-
way.
I think that's more of a trouble.
Mhm.
I think we'll go.
Yeah.
Go,
You think
Maybe you could keep it. Maybe you could keep it a bit loosey goosey, and at a pivotal moment, if it will put you in harm's way to save Mort, you have to do it. Or if things go the other direction and it's easy, you have to leave Mort behind. You have to choose the harder thing.
I think we'll pick the second one for sure because
Yeah.
there's a chance
Okay.
Marnie was doing that anyway. I think.
So tell me
let's-
this one more time.
So
And are you taking it or not? I suppose is the question. I presume
so
so.
the trouble would be,
Yeah.
I suddenly become obsessed with the idea that I was brought to Malt or Malt was brought to me.
Yeah.
because it has to end one way or the other. Whatever happened, like one of us should be dead. Let's say that.
Yeah. One of you has to be sacrificed.
One of us should be gone.
Nice.
Oh man, that
Okay.
sucks.
Cool.
Let's go.
I like that.
I
a
love
lot.
playing tabletop role-playing games.
GG RPGeeks.
RPGs.
Right. And I presume you're accepting that trouble.
Yes, I will. I will then, and I'll be like, no, not that one. No, yes, I will accept that one. I don't want to go the other way.
Okay. I'm not going to specify an endpoint because it's the final episode, and I think it'll be pretty
I think
clear.
that's
when the
fine.
end will
Yeah.
be. Or one of you will be dead, and that will be the end point. Incredible. Okay, so you are walking. You're walking for a long way, and there have been some little looks. Marnie, you know that you're going the wrong way. Malt, you know that you're going the wrong way. You come to a point where it is getting too late, getting too dark, and you have to make camp, and you will have to continue on in the morning. Is there anything you'd like to do at this point?
Is it nighttime?
It's nighttime.
Can I use read the stars?
Yeah, you can.
When you read the stars on a clear night it says prow of your ship. Please may I do it in the jungle?
Yes.
Um,
Here we are.
Anything's a prow of a ship if you think hard
island.
enough.
yeah, if I imagine I'm on a prow of a ship. Spend one luck and roll Spitfire. On a hit, the stars tell you 1 and the fates answer the attached question. On a 10+, learn 2, or learn 1 and answer the attached question yourself. On a miss, you mark hunted, but I'm already hunted. So the 3 options, if I roll correctly, are a way into something, a way out of something, or a way home. A secret only the stars have heard before. The fate of something, where their heart's compass points.
Okay.
Something or someone. Okay, so Spitfire. What do I have in Spitfire? I have 2 in Spitfire.
Come on, Marnie.
I think Marnie just sort of takes herself away, and she climbs up a tree, and she sort of sits at the top of a tree.
All the birds with her.
All the birds come down, and she's like, "Hello, Pierre. Hello, Lewis. I hated you two the most. Anyway, shut up. Let's look at the stars." And she looks up, and she just sort of. You've always seen Marnie look at the stars, but she's actually not really looking at the stars. The stars are very useful for navigation, but they don't really tell you anything other than where you are right this second. She's actually listening to the wind, and she's a bit far away from the waves, actually, and she doesn't love that. But she's listening to the wind and trying to work out what's going on. And she stares at the stars, and she listens to them, but they don't really talk, stars. Wind talks to you, and waves talk to you, so they're a bit nicer. And then she, with a +2, gets 9. So it looked bad. A 3 and a 4 looks bad when you roll it, you know. But a 9, that's quite nice. Can I do anything to make it a 10?
You've already spent luck to do it.
But I had 2 luck.
Bits.
Hello.
There is a way that I could add to your roll, but you would have to. You would probably have to talk to Malt.
I don't think she wants to talk to me.
I don't need your help. I have the birds.
Well, she does want to talk to Malt, but I don't think that would be a happy conversation.
Okay.
I think I'll leave it. I'll leave it with
could add to
1.
your roll.
Thank you. That's very kind. No. Okay. Oh, just 1. And I knew. Oh, the fates answer. Okay. I think she wants to ask about the eye. And she wants to know. No. She's going to ask something that only the fates would know. She wants to know if the final storm is really a threat. Or is it just a swindler swindling?
Bait's going for the throat.
Yeah.
Jugular.
You feel a focus here on this island. You feel, as you have done, that there is something about this place. And there is something here. And there is something large. And is it a threat? It is not at this moment threatening.
Sneaky.
But-
Sneaky fates.
It is dangerous and powerful,
Right.
and you do not want to be in its path.
No. Right. Okay, that's bad. That's bad. She just sort of sits in the tree for a bit. Right. Okay. If anyone would like to do anything while Marnie does that, feel free. But otherwise, she is going to come down and she is going to go talk to Malt.
I have an idea, but it might change everything. So I just want to double check.
You go. You go.
Okie dokie. I'm going to go to Malt, who I assume has been like tied up by a tree or something, like a little way from camp. And I go, yes, yes, I'll tell more of those tales of Garm in a second. Malt. Hello,
Captain.
I've heard a little birdie told me that you like me. Like me.
Well,
Now I understand that I am incredibly charming and amazing, and of course you'd have these feelings for me. But,
Captain. Please don't be cruel.
Malt, are you a good first mate?
I think I've really tried to be.
That's all I ever asked from you. So I would like to propose that you become a professional pirate with me. Right now.
Is that sort of not what we were already doing, Captain?
Well, I don't like putting labels on things. No box can contain Monty Shoot. And neither should chains. And I'm going to get out my makeup kit, which I assume will have some sort of liquid. A grease of some sort, right? And I'm going to try and grease Malt's hands to get out of the cuffs.
Malt. Monty is trying to grease your hands.
Come on.
This is very sweet, but also
No.
maybe misleading, miss.
1 second, I'll get these.
misdirected.
Your hands are so big.
Yeah, well, I think we sort of have been a bit dishonest with each other, Monty.
Yes.
I think that I was hiding, right? I was hiding away from what I'd done and who I'd been. And you were... There's more to it, but you were an easy way to do that. I'm pretty good at helping people.
But you're not very good at helping yourself. Just I'm trying to desperately get these cuffs off, like the grease on his hands.
But I think that you were using me too. And I think that if, hypothetically, we were going to sort of pirate partnership forward, I think I would need you to be honest with me about that. So we could sort of both try to do a bit better.
I promise, if we get out of this, I know several therapists, and I'm happy to go to them with you.
I thought you'd already won therapy.
You can always win again. Speedrun it. I'll race you. But you know what's more important? Oh, never mind. No. You talk to the god. It's fine. I'm just trying to get these.
God, sorry. Forgive me.
Yeah.
Monty's futtering around with sort of oiling
Things.
things.
Grease.
Sorry, grease. Apologies.
Lube.
Don't. Simply don't.
I think I mouthed it at one point, so yes. Lube him up. Yeah, that's
Could I take this opportunity, perhaps, to attempt to break my bonds myself?
Yeah, I think you could. Yeah. You have a special move that lets you bust through an obstacle.
That simply lets me bust through an obstacle.
Just bust it.
I've wasted my.
The grease is great.
The grease is
in
great.
this
Don't
moment,
get me wrong, but
I think
so someone asked me whether I was biding my time, and maybe I was biding my time.
Would you care to roll blood, please?
When I put my dice in my dice tray, I put them both up, 6 face up, so that I could sort of charge
it. Yeah.
the 6 energy.
Sorry, do you not do that every time you play?
Yeah.
Because all my dice are on the top number.
Yeah, that's right. Every time. Yeah, you charge them.
I believe there are some things you can add before you roll. Some you can add after the roll.
Does my grease add anything?
Surely.
Yeah.
Although I guess if you're trying to
+3.
boof, the grease doesn't help with a boof, right?
Yeah.
I think it
True.
emotionally helps.
Right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, emotionally.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
I would
Emotionally
say, before we find out what Grace rolled, that Monty, do you have a bond you can spend with Malt?
Oh, I do, I think. Yes.
Okay,
cute.
you can spend a bond to give them a +1.
Yep. Do that.
Luck has to be added before you see the results. So And also
If
not
there
really
is
lucky.
anything that is true about Malt, is that they are not particularly lucky.
Yeah. What did you roll?
With a +1 of a bond from the captain, that takes me to a 7.
What you needed to
What I needed.
smash these chains at this point.
Metaphorically, physically, etc.
I'm going to say you take 1 harm.
You don't want me to attract unwanted attention.
I think I'm going to give you both because I think there is
Oh no.
not a lot of way in this situation that this would not be noticeable, I'm afraid. So I am going to give you both harm and make it not subtle because you just busted open some handcuffs. Greasy ones.
It is worth noting, pre-narration Shamini, that in order to use my fisticuffs move, I must take a trouble.
Great. Good. Where are you now? On your troubles track.
The trouble
I am
track.
furious.
Okay.
I am furious.
You
and
are
I am
compelled
compelled to smash all of my problems.
to smash all of your problems. What would you like to do?
Don't smash me.
Such a problem. One,
Do not be my problem.
Okay.
I think. Where is the eye right now?
Where would you like them to be?
Imagining, like, are we on like a cliffside or something?
Sure, yeah. Like a
Open
little sort of
cliff face.
yeah.
I'm imagining like a campfire has set up.
Yeah.
I'm imagining lots of the faceless members of the fog, sort of sitting in circles, as it were, around a enormous fire. It's not like the fog has to hide. I'm imagining that the eye is somewhere sort of towards the heart of that. That sounds sort of...
Yeah.
I want to go and, like, seize them by the front and try to throw them off the cliff.
Incredible.
I think there is like a roar of sound, and you can sort of like break this down as much as you want. You know,
No,
like how,
the impulse is there. The rage
Mm.
is absolutely flowing, and there's just this explosion of malt from this quiet, broken figure into destruction. And I think, you know, the three of you are inclined to swiftly notice this. There is not a lot of time to act. There is not a lot of time for the other members of the fog to act as Malt strides across the clearing. But what would everyone else like to be doing at this point?
Yeah, if anyone has a, like, you know, cool and fun and clever and less violent resolution, I extremely am here to hear it. But as currently compelled.
I mean,
go last.
do you have anything, Reed? I have something, but it makes things worse.
Mine also does not make things better.
Sure. So Reed?
Let's just make everything worse.
I see it falls to me.
The Reed story. It's my job to make everything better.
Yeah.
Shall I? I'll give you one more thing, Reed. I don't think this is probably not helpful. I will say that where the spot you have chosen, I don't know if it's relevant. The spot you have chosen to make camp is directly above where you were supposed to be going. You can't. It is not the way in, but it is directly above it. There is a cavern somewhere below you. I'm going to throw that in.
I want to go down.
I still stand by my black spot for the eye theory. Listen, you got the Spitfire, Marnie. If anybody's got the Spitfire, it's you. I simply just think it would be sick.
Reed?
I think that Reed, being slightly weirdly revered by all the Eyes Stooges as the chronicler and the expert of what's going on, might see that that Malt is up and about and is beginning to make their way towards the eye. And I am going to attempt a look over there tactic. Bring as many of the Eye's people their attention to the point nearby that we will need to make our descent in order to get to where we're going.
Okay, you're going for a distraction, probably.
I'm going for a distraction. I'm trying to distract as best as possible.
Leather trick or
and maybe also get the Eye to look over where I am as well.
Okay, I will. We may or may not roll for it, or may just happen. Depending on what everyone else is doing. Monty.
Okay. I see bolts going and I'm like, good chat! Great! Okay. Monty's turn. I get my concertina. And I will roll, because I assume we're about to go into a fight, or someone's about to go into a fight, and I want to help them out. I'm going to use my playbook move of theatrics. So I wish to roll vinegar on a hit, hold 1, and essentially what I would like to do is what I was trying to do a couple of sessions ago, swing from something and end up in the eye line of all of these pirates, and I go and be able to start a distraction, but as a song, and I want them all to get in with the song with me.
Okay. I think we could call this different groups of enemies. One which you are swinging into the middle of and starting singing with.
Yep.
And the other which Reed is sort of pointing away from.
Yep.
Marnie, would you like to know how successful those things are before you make your move? Okay. In that case, Reed and Monty, please roll.
Go for it, Reed. I'll let you go first.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
I'm happy with either a clever trick or a hoodwink here, Reed.
Clever trick or a hoodwink.
So that'd
Okey-dokey.
be, vinegar or polish. I think you're probably better.
Oh, I think it's gonna be vinegar.
Oh.
Yeah, vinegar is to do with like cunning and cleverness. I
Oh,
believe.
great. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, let me get that. So, yes, +2 on vinegar. All right, that is a 9
Great.
with the +2.
Excellent. So it works. There you have. Are you directing them over there? as
So
well?
I basically suddenly leap up from where I'm standing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you see that? And then I begin to take the map. I do what I've been doing this whole time, which is muttering and mumbling, but a bit more loudly.
Great.
I'm like, see, just hand me that. And I begin to call people over towards me, and try to get as much attention as possible over my.
Lovely. That is working. That is working for now. Monty.
All right. I wish to swing. 2d6 plus 1. That's a 12.
You got the good number. Describe the scene.
You've had both. You've had both. You've had
a
snake
5 and a
eyes
6 and a plus 1. That's incredible. So I so imagine a scene. There's like the sound of boom 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 as Malt is going towards the captain, and then out of nowhere, like appears at the corner of the cliff. Concertina out. Monty goes, "Now, friends, let us join in a jolly rumble, and remember, it's all for one and one for all. We share and share alike, and we love you like a son." And then I start singing Professional Pirate and get everyone involved with singing.
Incredible. At this point, I think Malt has reached the eye and grabs them. And I think they kind of like try to cry out. They don't have very long. But there's suddenly a lot happening and a lot fewer people paying attention than there was a moment ago. Marnie.
Marnie is moving towards Malt and the Eye. And as they get near the edge of the cliff, she is going to grab Malt by the shirt, and as he the back of the shirt, and as he throws the Eye off, she's going to grab the back of Malt's shirt and shove him, but keep hold of it, so he is staring over the side of the cliff. Actually, like she's pushing up, and I would like, huh?
How wildly hot of you! What
I know.
a hot thing to do.
Marnie's hot. She also. Can I use Pied Piper to see if my birds can help little Marnie keep Big Malt?
Big Badger.
Wait, I haven't
Big
succeeded at throwing
That's
the
true.
eye yet.
I think but that's what Marnie is trying to then hold Malt over the side of the cliff, not let go, but hold him over the edge at this point.
That's...
I would like Malt to roll, I presume to roll get into a scrap. Done yet.
You wouldn't say that the eye was an obstacle. Hypothetically busted through.
Maybe
validly an
a story obstacle.
Yes,
Same. Yes.
I guess it's the same. It's blood either way. This is a scrap. Let's be honest about it.
I think you can take a +1 from Marnie helping you.
Okay.
With that.
Okay.
So yes, let's resolve that first.
I would also like to spend my bond with the eye.
Okay.
To add to the roll.
Okay.
So I'm adding +1 for my blood, +1 because Marnie is helping me,
Sure.
and +1 for my bond with the eye. Man, I shouldn't have changed the way that I do my dice.
No, you shouldn't. If you have a tactic,
With
you
a-
never change it.
Yeah, no. With a +3, that takes it to a 7. I rolled a 4, so I've just skimmed by the skin of my teeth again.
Okay.
I think
Oh,
the sort of
bless
listen, I'm trying. It turns out that when you start making changes to your life and start, trying to break thinking cycles and that sort of thing, it's hard and ugly at first. It's not easy. And so that sometimes the dice are telling that story. I think the spending the bond with the eye. Mont sort of like what a Mont. Mont has whoa.
I think you need to go to therapy.
Listen, yeah, you're right. That's the only thing that Malt needs to go to therapy about. That's the only thing.
Yeah, it's just
Malt sort of like lifts them up off the ground by the front of their shirt, and sort of like gets their face right up into the eye's face in a way that we've sort of seen the eye do over and over and over again, sort of like getting into people's personal space and that sort of thing. And the navigator, Marnie, hates me for blaming her for my mistakes. I hate myself for being too afraid of being tortured or humiliated or killed to face that I had fucked up. But you're the one who made mistakes into something that I had to die for. Maybe I wouldn't have even lost control if I wasn't so fucking terrified of the consequences of failing. It's like you're inside my head all the time. Even after I ran. Everything I do is what you made me. I thought I'd left. But I've been part of the fog every time I shamed Marnie for following her instincts. Or threatened Reed for reflecting poorly on Monty, who I made more important than anything. Like his wishes were more important than my dignity, or my safety, or my decency. Like he was you. I keep hurting other people because I still live in the world that you built around me. And it's not real. None of it is real. I'm someone who tries to protect people now. I think people matter, even if they aren't perfect tools of your will. Marnie's nicknames make me laugh. Reed's story matters because it's their voice telling it. Monty's imagination makes me feel like I could be anything. I am someone who would give up their life to protect their crew. But also, I will live for my own future. And you will never tell me who I am again. I throw him off the cliff.
As you are staring into his eyes, there is no recognition of what his actions actually meant to you. Because this person has never really considered anyone else, ever. It is meaningless to them. This is entirely confusing and new information, and as you talk about your crew, it is so alien to them to actually care about other people in that way that they're barely grasping what you are saying to them as they scramble backwards, gasp for breath, and then in that last minute, as some of their crew start to notice, as Marnie has run up behind you and given that final push, there is just terror and confusion in their eyes as they fall backwards.
Nobody swindles a swindler, she says. I understand now. Okay, bye.
I'm going to say that in the complication, in the sort of partial success malt of pushing them, it is losing your balance, and it is Marnie grabbing Marnie.
can I add one detail, Emily, to
Please.
potentially make this a little bit worse? You grab the back of Malt's shirt, and lose a grip on it, and Malt reaches out to grab your hand, and the two hands grasp each other that both have the black spot on it.
As I think Marnie's birds sort of come around her and sort of stabilize her, because in theory Marnie shouldn't be able to hold you up. But I think with the birds, we'll let it go for this one. And she sort of looks down at where the burns are almost like touching. She goes, I don't know if we can both get out of this. I don't really know what this is. We're both marked, Malt. That has to mean something.
It doesn't have to mean anything.
Everything
It's
means
just
something.
what some sad, lonely, useless coward told us that it meant something. We get to choose if it matters.
I never believed him until I met you properly. All the time I was in the fog, all the time you were my captain, I never really, truly thought that what we were doing was actually going to happen. But you really believed it. And something changed in me. And if you really believed it, what if you believe it'll happen again, Malt? How do I stop you from doing it again? How do I stop you from becoming a new I?
You have to choose. You have to choose to believe. It's about the crew. We don't... I was right about something, I guess. Is that we don't matter alone. We're not alone. But my weaknesses are offset by Reed's. Reed's are offset by you. Yours are offset by the captain. We can choose to work together and keep each other in line.
Yes, you're right. The crew are the important thing. And we should get them out. We should get them out of here. Sorry, just 1 second. And she will whistle and snap her fingers, and all her birds will take off and fly away. And she will hopefully hear Lil Pete, who is muted.
That was Little Pete just being like, "Oh no, there's a thing. Oh god, oh, there's a thing. I have to. All right, yeah, okay."
Who's to say, Malt, that I'm not protecting the crew by dropping you right now? Because you're getting very heavy.
I am. I'm going to do better. I want to know what I can build. And not just for other people.
Okay. I can't come with you, you know that, right? I have to stay here. I have to find whatever the thing is, and I have to hide it. Because if it's in a map somewhere, then people can find it again, and it can't happen. It can't happen. So... you tried to kill me!
I did.
Don't do it again! And she will try to, heave Malt up onto the side.
As you go to heave Malt back up, you see something.
Oh no.
You were standing on the edge of a cliff
Fucking serious. Oh
in
my
the
god,
dark
are you serious?
night.
Oh my
And
god.
far below you is the roaring ocean. Black. This sea all around this island is ink black darkness, like a black hole that would swallow you forever if you fell in it. And you see a splash. You see where the eye has landed. And then you, Marnie, just you, see a tentacle reaching up out of the water and coming and pulling the writhing white body down, down, down until it so quickly disappears into the blackness and you both start to fall.
Oh no, I sent my birds away. That would have been really useful right now.
Reed, there's a small pirate trying to tug at your sleeve. Monty, you've been singing a song.
Yep.
But I would like to think that you had an eye on your crew.
Mm-hmm.
What are you both doing?
Great question.
I don't think that. I think that for the first time, Reed doesn't even run through the options. I think that Reed just in the moment that the whole altercation with the eye is happening and Marnie has got hold of Reed and they're talking, I think Reed grabs the wrist of this insistent pirate.
Because I was told
any strength will be helpful, and begins to pull them. Runs. I'm running towards, and I'm hoping that I'm going to get there in time to. I'm imagining that they're kind of starting to fall.
We're in slow motion land.
That I can grab. Marnie.
Probably like Marnie's ankle or something, right? That
Yeah.
would be the cinematic.
Yeah. And probably begins to slide along, but is desperately trying to hook themselves. And I think in this like weird moment of just all the callbacks that Matilda has ever had from Marnie, just every time that Marnie has called her little squirrel, I think Reed, as they grab Marnie, says, "Oh no, you don't, Bunny," and then holds.
Oh. I think that's
I've
quite a
given
good
you a
name for me.
nickname.
There's a good name for me actually, but we can talk about it later.
Monty, before we roll for that.
Oh god. Okay. So my theatrics check, I rolled a 12, right?
Sure did.
On a 10 plus, I get to hold 2 instead of 1. So 1 I've already spent by swinging something fucking cool and landing somewhere I need to be. I can't use that option again. However, there is an option that says, reveal you have yet another weapon up your sleeve. Now, I don't have weapons necessarily, but I was wondering if I could spend a luck to have... Now, I think Monty loves his concertina. I think a lot of people have tried to take the concertina from him in the past because of being annoyed with him. So I think it is literally attached to him with a rope. Like around his... It goes through. And I think he sees this as happening. And I would like to throw the concertina, which is attached to the rope, which is attached to me, and I want it to circle round Reed. And like expertly done.
Just imagine it
Your
with this
beloved concertina.
And
it
I'm
wraps
pulling
around
back.
Reed in this super dramatic moment and just goes, whoa.
I would like to roll these into one move. And there is a move we haven't done yet, which is not in any way a superpowered move. But
Okay.
I like to think that in this moment, maybe it is. And that is to twist fate. To twist fate to have your concertina rope to have it spin in just the right way.
Thank you.
And for time to slow down as Reed runs forward to grab Marnie's ankle. I would like one of you, either Reed or Monty, to roll. You can add so you need to spend a luck.
Yeah.
And you can add an additional luck. And I will accept the adding of bonds.
It's fun because I simply don't have a bond with either of you.
Yeah.
I think it has to be you're one of your bonds. It has to be
I see.
Reed or Monty, whoever
I don't
whoever
have,
rolls.
I don't have any
Patty
useful bonds.
Lapone in Agatha All Along in that really cool episode where she's falling. That'd be cool.
I don't have any bonds other than bond with my cousin, who is not here.
Spend it.
I think in this moment about my cousin.
And I go, my cousin, the cowboy, who was really good at pursuing.
She was always very impressive. I don't know if Reed has anything. Is the only thing. I'm happy to roll and spend an extra luck, but I just want to. I don't have any additional bonds. Is the only thing.
We can't do anything. We can't spend any of ours to help with that.
I'm going to say no at this point.
Yeah.
I think it's more dramatic.
But Shamli, I
Okay.
want to. Have you considered that I want to?
You're falling off a cliff.
We had a whole conversation
you're
while little Marnie was holding up Big Malt. I think Shamli's been very
Big
kind
Malt.
and we appreciate that.
We appreciate our Fate Weaver.
Okay. So even I am recognizing that this is not the time for Reed to start reading.
Wow.
I
gross.
have got a bond that I don't think I haven't spent it with the captain with Monty Shoot. Which I think I could definitely say that I was inspired by Monty's never wavering bravery in this moment, and the fact that Monty has such good instincts. Like, yes, there's a lot of tomfoolery that comes with that, but I think ultimately in this moment Reed has to acknowledge that as much as it is a flying by the seat of your pants kind of approach to life, we have got out of so many situations with this captain at our helm, with our help, and I have to trust in the captain. I have to trust that the captain will see us through. So I can spend and I can spend my bond with the captain.
Go for it. Come
Yeah.
on, Reed.
Okay.
This is the Reed story. It's been Reed all along.
Misread the move, but let's ignore that and do what we're going to do anyway because it's dramatic. Please roll 2d6 and add 2.
We either all get off the cliff or we all go in.
With the 2, it's a 12. Roll 2, 5.
I think there's a sense with which like I think Reed and Monty's eyes meet before they do this. I think they do this together.
Okay.
I think they do this
My poor
as
Constantina.
one. And I think
Reed calls out captain as they're running. Like,
amazing.
and it's the I think it's the first time that they really just said like captain as if they really believe it, like rather than just saying it as a title or like I think there's been a lot of times where I've said Monty, I mean captain, like, and I think this is the first time that they've truly actually said it out loud and actually believe like you are my captain. I need you in this moment.
Oh, captain, my captain.
Oh, captain, my captain.
My poor Constantina.
I love the idea that I grab for Marnie and then say that really dramatic thing and then fall over and I'm like, I'm not that strong, not that strong. Sliding along the floor. and then I reach back as this sort of like rope sort of twirls in the air, and I just grab it. Probably I'm the one that breaks the concertina, I think. And it just sort of like goes
bellows,
crash, like tie it around my wrist. This is going to end in a dislocated shoulder, but it'll be worth it.
You hear like screams around you, like little Pete is just being like, the birds have gone! Run!
Shut up about the fucking birds, Pete!
The other members of the fog are listening to Pete and are like, oh no! Some of them, I think, have seen what Marnie saw. All of them have seen the eye falling off a cliff. I think there is panic. I think there is running. I think there is chaos. And in the chaos, there are 4 figures tumbling back off the edge of the cliff onto the floor together.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Huzzah! Well, Reed, take this down.
No, I can't. I'm pretty sure I've dislocated my writing.
All right, but memorize. It's okay. I'll dictate.
Yeah, memorizing.
We're just all breathless. There's no word.
Yeah.
I think
Malt, I forgive you.
I'll be worthy of it.
Forgiveness isn't part. They don't have to be worthy of that. This is not how it works. Maybe the birds will come back now. Okay. Oh yeah. Hello. Hi, Sebastian. Missed you. Oh.
The story of this legendary pirate adventure, the story of this glorious victory, is hazy on what exactly happens next. Whether, there is the vague implication that it is the captain and crew of the Scrimshaw Princess have managed to just generally overcome the fog fleet. There are rumors that the treasure was, of course, found because they're pirates and they will always get their treasure. But it isn't specified in the official record of this adventure. Nor do we know exactly what becomes of them all. But the record ends with the Scrimshaw Princess once again setting sail across the ocean as the sun rises, glinting orange across her various golden accessories. And we see a feathery quill write the phrase, "The End." And as the book closes, we don't quite see who it was who was writing it. And that is where we will conclude.
Oh,
Pirates!
Pirates! Huzzah!
Huzzah! A rumble!
Oh my god, I'm so tired.
Hold on for a sec. I shall rejoin you shortly, but I shall hand over to my fellow geeks to do some wrapping up.
All right, thank
Oh,
you. One for
boy.
Sharmony. Ooh, round of applause for Sharmony.
Wow.
We did
What an
it!
amazing fate weaver.
What a fate weaver! What a fate weaver! And what guests!
What guests?
What incredible guests we
Glad.
had! Kat, who are you? Where can the people find you? Plug
Mm.
things. Go.
Go.
Oh, I'm Kat. I am known on the internet as the Loremistress, or you can find me at Loremistress93, very original. And I am mostly found on Blue Sky or Instagram. I talk about tabletop role-playing games. I make them and write for them, and also I like talking about books, as Fiona rightly pointed out. So yes, if you enjoy reading, if you're like Reed and enjoy reading, then go over and follow me there, especially if you're into horror, because that's apparently what I'm into.
Oh, beautiful. Grace.
Hello, I'm Grace. There were a lot of big feelings in that. And wow, God, my brain is completely shot. It's just like, the pressure switched off thing. I am a professional leather worker, and I make beautiful things out of leather for sort of for film and for theatre, and also maybe for you.
For you?
Wow,
You,
wow.
yes, you.
You could find me at Farouche_leatherwork on Instagram if you like things that I make out of leather. And if you want to find me personally, if I ever choose to start posting online again, it would be at Grayleywill on Instagram, which is like spelt like GraelIWIL.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That's what I've got.
And I'm
Maybe
going
I'll
to do
be
another
online
little.
again one day.
Yeah,
One day.
yeah. We'll all go back to our
See?
social media profiles
Yeah.
one day. I'm going to do another quick little shout out. It's a little Marnie shout out. Because I mentioned in this one, very off cuff and very didn't mean to do it, but just suddenly did, that she was once on a ship with a dead dog and maybe some dead children. That is from a 2-shot that the RPGeeks did 4 years ago on Nature Check, which is the first time I played Marnie, and what made me so desperate to bring Marnie back. And I have found the first episode on YouTube. I'm just going to put it in chat now. But if you search Nature Check RPGeeks, then it will also come up. But it's called A Blind Contract is the first episode, and you can hear the Marnie voice and the Stardew Valley seagulls for the first time. That was full on D&D. She was a swarm keeper ranger, and the swarm were the seagulls. But yeah, so that's just a little, and that's also why that really random story dropped in the second half.
I loved it.
I thought it was important to probably explain why I said all those things. There was no weird other stuff. It was just, I was like, wouldn't it be cute if they were the same Marnie and not just a Marnie in a different universe? So yes,
backstory drop.
Marnie backstory drop. And yeah, so you can find more from the RPGeeks across all social medias, or some social medias, not
all.
At RPGeeks D&D, and that's like Instagram, Blue Sky are the best two, I would say. We also have a Discord. You'll find it.
It's in our link tree. If you look up,
if you find links, it's in there somewhere. You have to try, okay? You have to find it.
We're not going to share it.
If you do, we have a lovely time over there. We talk about the lore drops. There's already been Fiona posted the big worm that she talked about at the end of Grace's lore drop, and we also at RPGeeks D&D have a Patreon, and at that Patreon we have patrons who get put into our worlds, the worlds of the game. And this week, our first patron that we need to put into the world of the game is Rachel.
Rachel.
It's hard when it's nearly done. Could be the name of the Kraken.
I do like that though.
Rachel the Final Storm.
Rachel the Kraken.
I like that.
Yeah.
Sorry, Shamini, if you had a cool name planned. Not that Rachel isn't a cool name, but
what if all sea monsters have just like normal sounding names like Brian and Stephen and Tom? You know, I like Rachel. Rachel the Kraken. 100%.
Rachel the Kraken. Yeah, Rachel the Kraken. And then the second person is who maybe would have fit very nicely.
Oh, that's true.
To be the Kraken is Nicholas Monroe Turner, who is of course Rogue Octopus. But that would maybe okay. Yeah. What if the Rogue Octopus is like the anti-Kraken who fights the Kraken?
Oh yes, from the lore drop. Yeah.
Although consider Nicholas Monroe Turner as the real name of the Eye.
I was just gonna say, could someone be the eyes were on it?
That's
a pretty
cool.
compelling,
which is also kind of Rogue Octopusy.
Yeah.
So
It's
I
kind
think
of
it all
robotic
works.
still.
So
Oh,
sorry,
wow, Nick.
Nicholas Monroe Turner, for your untimely death at the hands of one of our players. But
Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not
that's
sorry.
great. Love that.
Yeah. So wow, what a series. That was great.
Whoa.
We did it, lads.
We did it, lads. We did it.
Huzzah!
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 The RPGeeks will be back next week, where we will be playing Blood on the Clock Tower. You might have heard of it. We're going to be doing Back to School Clock Tower, and we're not just doing 1 week.
What?
We're not just doing 2 weeks.
What?
We're not even just doing 3 weeks.
Oh, Emily, come on now.
I don't even think we're just doing 4 weeks.
I think we're doing more, yeah.
I believe we're doing 5 weeks of Back to School Clock Tower. I have been designing some graphics badly in my lunch breaks today, in fact. And I'm very excited. So do tune in. If you don't know Blood on the Clock Tower, come have a watch. Because it's back to school. The first one is going to be like a basic ass Clock Tower, and we're going to be teaching teachers, helping you understand how the game works. Then it'll probably go off the rails a little bit, but come say hi. Come, it's great fun. And if you're here from Clock Tower, hello, welcome to the end of an RPG stream. Nice to have you.
Yeah.
We also we should celebrate. We hit 5,000 subscribers on YouTube this week.
Woohoo!
Yay!
Huzzah!
Thank you, Kat and Grace.
Yeah, thanks, Kat and
for
Grace.
pushing us over the milestone.
Yes.
So yeah, and thank you for everyone who has subscribed. It means a lot. And if you're not subscribed, just press the button. Doesn't cost you anything. Doesn't do anything. Like you can turn notifications on, and we'd love it if you did.
Yeah,
but if you don't want to, you can also just mute notifications and never hear from us. But you just make me feel really happy.
Yeah.
I like number go up.
Number
go up.
Yep.
And also, we wanted to hit 5,000 by the end of this year, so to have done it by August is really
great.
Good. So
That's amazing. Yeah.
Woo. Yeah, I think that's everything.
That's
Join us next week for Blood on the Clock Tower, and then after Blood on the Clock Tower, we've got a very exciting new TTRPG stream coming, but we can't tell you any more about that right now. But it's very exciting. We're very excited about it.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you
for having us as well. But it has just been such a wonderful, friendly, welcoming stream with such fucking kick-ass, imaginative storytelling beasts. Has been amazing. Thank you.
It has been one of my favorite series we've done for a while. I think I really enjoyed this one. Really loved it.
Yeah.
Shout out Sharmony, shout out our wonderful guest, shout out Fiona as well, and me.
We're great. Yes.
We're great. And on that note, we'll see you
Tiger.
next time.
Huzzah!
Bye-bye. Huzzah!